The African Union says that could lead to famine in the world's poorest nations.
And today marks 100 days of war in Ukraine.
Yeah, the fighting has displaced millions of children who are now refugees. And joining us live from Poland to talk more about the humanitarian efforts to help these children is UNICEF's Paloma Escudero. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
So
I'm hearing.
Yeah, and so what are you seeing on the ground there right now? How are things?
I'm speaking to you from the train station in Krakow, in Poland. What I'm seeing still is that 100 days after the start of the war, still 1,000 Ukrainian refugees come to this station to look for a new life, mostly mothers and children. What I'm seeing is a station filled with Ukrainian people and filled also with volunteers who guide them on what they need to do next. They guide them with information about where to go, the trains, the tickets, but also they provide food. They provide hot meals after very, very long journeys, but especially what they provide them is with certainty, with safety. After, in some cases, especially for those refugees who are coming from the central part of Ukraine or the east, after big upheaval to live and flee the war and come to a safe place like Poland.
We can't even begin to imagine what these children have been through once they make it to you in Poland. Have you heard any personal stories that really go to show the toll that this war is taking?
Oh yes, we have been all morning listening to the stories of the mothers and families. I can tell you about the story about a 12-year-old kid who was the one approaching the Scouts volunteers that work with UNICEF at the station saying, please help my mom. After weeks of escaping the war, after fleeing by foot, Ukraine, my mom is not speaking anymore. Who can help her? Also, I heard the stories about a little kid that after living in a basement for weeks and managing to flee, could not speak anymore. So thanks to the support of psychologists, thanks to the support of the experts here in Poland, collaborating with UNICEF and with other NGOs, this kid has been supported and now has been integrated in a Polish school after the things he had seen in the war that no child should ever see.
We're talking about a staggering number of people here who are affected by this, millions of people, so many children. What happens to these children? You know, when they leave their homes and they end up where you are, and I know UNICEF, you help with this, do they go somewhere and wait to potentially go back to Ukraine at some point, or do they transition and go somewhere else? What ends up happening with so many of these kids?
This is so enormous. This is the scale and the speed of this displacement of children is unprecedented since World War II. We are talking about 5 million children displaced. So you have many different situations for these children. We have at the moment more than 600,000 children who fled the war and came to Poland. 200,000 of those children are already integrated into Polish schools. Others are staying here temporarily, following a schooling through online classes in Ukraine, not knowing if they are going to be returning home soon or not. What no doubt they receive in the welcoming countries along the border with Ukraine is information, accommodation, support in these initial weeks until, as a family, they decide what they are going to be doing in the coming months. But the important thing at the moment is that they need immediate assistance. They need to feel safe in these initial days and weeks until, of course, they decide if they want to stay in Poland, they want to move to other countries, or perhaps they decide at some point that they would like to be returning to Ukraine, even despite the uncertainties there.
Oh, well, such important work you're doing. Paloma, thank you so much for joining us here this morning.
So thanks to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to break around for a look at your forecast.